If you've ever wanted to complete The Artist's Way by Juliacameron and you've never made it past week 3, I kind of have a theory as to why that might be. For reference, I've just finished The Artist's Way. These are my notebooks, and it took me 17 weeks to complete the 12-week course. I'm making loads of videos about my tips or my process in being able to finish it, and I'm also showing my art journey, so follow for more. My theory is that week 3 feels so difficult mostly because of the morning pages. Now the morning pages at this point felt so hard for me to complete because I had nothing to say still. I still wasn't connected with myself. The shine of the program had worn off and it felt really difficult to fill 3 pages. I actually looked back on week 3 and I was writing things like drain my brain, trying to fill this page. Those are the kind of things I would write over and over again just to fill the page. And that's kind of the point of week 3. You just have to keep going, and it's a mark of resilience to get through it, because then you get to week 4. And week 4 was one of the hardest things I've done in so long, and that's because it's reading deprivation week. Now, reading deprivation week was also the biggest turning point in the whole program. So Julia challenges you to not consume reading for a whole week during the course. And for me, that also meant content. During week 4, I was confronted by how addicted I was to other people's words and other people's content. So I was listening to podcasts all the time. I was always making art whilst watching like a film or a TV series. And I was never just giving myself space to have my own thoughts. I was always filling my brain all the time. So week 4 is incredibly challenging, and you really have to try to lean into the whole experience. And it has huge rewards. This was the first time in years that I felt present in the art I was making in the moment. I actually saw the payout of making art whilst just being with it. I had music on, but it really did change the game for me. And I think if you can push past week 3 into week 4, it will seriously change the game for you and whatever your medium is. Now, my last piece of advice is, if you've gone through this program and you stopped at a certain week, just pick it back up from where you left off. There are really no rules to doing this. It's a framework to allow you to explore your artistic practice, whatever that may be, and you don't have to go back to square one. You already built the foundation of where you were before, and you can pick it back up, and you have agency to start again from wherever you feel. You could even just like flick the book and pick a random week and try that.